Hi, David Austin, President of the Bartlesville Marketing and Communications Association. We're just here at our latest meeting, which is August 11th, excuse me, on the Tri-County Technology Center campus. And I'm here with our featured speaker, Whitney George of Church on the Move in Tulsa. And he just kind of talked to us a little bit about kind of processes for engaging creativity, be it through an individual, a group, an organization, and very interesting conversation. But talk to us a little bit about the church there in Tulsa, because you guys are a little bit outside of the box in terms of a lot of things, including obviously creativity.
Well, I mean, we're not a new church. We've been going for 24 years this year, and but we made a decision, probably 7, 8 years ago, that we were going to try to kind of break outside of the traditional thing that we've been doing for quite some time, and approach church in a way that was a little bit different. Really, the idea is to approach church from an outsider's point of view, to think about it from the perspective of people who don't typically go to church. And so it's led us on a pretty interesting journey, but it's been a lot of fun. We get to do a lot of fun stuff in our services. Like I said in the meeting, we approach church every week like we'd never done it before. We figure out how we would craft a service for that weekend, and then we blow it up and start all over again next week. It's a lot of fun.
And again, I thought it was interesting you talking about it being the process of creativity, because I think a lot of people think, okay, well, you're born with it or you're not,
Right.
I need to go to this person for creativity. So talk to me just a little bit about some of the processes you can see, because you touched on some things such as, if you have tension in the workplace, that's not great. If I'm scared to throw out an idea, because sometimes, even if I throw out an idea that's not fantastic, sometimes it's, as you discussed, wading through ideas that, maybe aren't fantastic, but maybe they take you on a journey where you get to something that really is excellent.
Exactly.
Just take me through a little bit of that, if you don't mind.
Well, I really do believe that everybody has the capacity to be creative within their gift mix. So everybody's got particular talents and abilities, and I think everyone can be creative within those abilities. And to do that, I think there has to be certain processes kind of set up in your life that help you to maximize creativity. One of them is just making time for it, having time to be creative in your daily life, whether that's active creativity or what we were talking about, sort of non-active creativity, but giving your mind space to wander and dream like you did when you were a kid. And the older we get, that gets a little trained out of us. We don't do that so much anymore. So we have to make time for it, plan for it. So that, and I think getting around other people who are passionate like you are about the same things that you are, who you respect, and people who don't cause tension, because tension is a huge killer of creativity. And those are kind of some of the main things I would say that you have to do to sort of get some habits going in your life of setting yourself up for maximizing the creativity that I think all of us possess.
Yeah, I know that you're very much into the collaborative process.
Yeah.
You talked about the way that you guys had actually designed your work area in order to really allow that to happen.
Accidental creativity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Talk to me just a little bit about your particular workspace and how that is kind of conducive to the creative process.
Well, what we did was we minimized our offices and we maximized our communal space. So we used to have a small hallway and big offices. Now we have a large hallway and tiny offices. And we don't spend a ton of time in our offices. We live kind of all together in a more communal space. It's very open. There's a lot of glass everywhere so that we can kind of see and hear. So you can hear when somebody's working on something or playing a video over here or doing that. Just having a conversation, and you overhear it and you go, hey, I saw something that correlates to that. You may walk over and jump in on it. But it promotes interaction and it promotes accidental creativity. And I think that a lot of the best ideas come out of these accidental creative times. But if you have your workspace kind of set up in a more siloed sort of a situation where everybody's in their little area and the only time you're meeting with each other is when it's scheduled on a calendar and it's a very focused interaction, you're just not going to get some of that accidental creative stuff going, and I think you leave a lot on the table when you do that.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting talking about that group dynamic of creativity as opposed to, again, someone who's just sitting there in the ideas or okay, now I got to go share with everyone.
Right, it doesn't really work that way.
Yeah. Hey, well, we thank you for joining us for this latest meeting of the Bartlesville Marketing and Communications Association. We're blessed to have Whitney George with us as our speaker, and we'll just look forward to our next meeting. Please join us on Thursday, September 9th, 11:30 a.m. right here on the Tri-County Technology Center campus. Osage Road. Thanks again for joining us.
You're welcome.